All right, Jane, you're on.
Okay. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our third call for those of you who are committed to Silver by Christmas. My name is Jen Gauntner, and my husband Brian and I are Ruby leaders in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. And tonight I get the pleasure of taking you through the mechanics of how to get to Silver leadership. The amazing Jeannette Kennedy will talk to you about what silver means to her, and Diamond leader Michelle Romanaskas is going to close us out with why silver, why now. So right now, you guys, is the perfect time to earn your silver leadership. So recruiting right now to find the people who truly need to be blessed by AdvoCare is so important. Reaching this silver level is what meant for me to have flexibility so that I did not any longer have to teach and train 4 nights a week at the gym. And that gave us back time in the evenings as a family, and that was incredible. So silver is the very first leadership level in AdvoCare, which averages about $1,000 per month. Did you know that 80% of Americans are in debt with no plan out? Think about how life-changing an extra $1,000 can be. What would an extra $1,000 do for your family? So to get to that first leadership level, which is silver, you have to get to advisor. So please talk to your leader as soon as possible about getting there after this webinar if you have any questions about how to get to the advisor level. But once you get to the advisor level, it's what opens the door to you getting paid 5 ways. And in order to hit any pin level, silver has to be first. So you're going to focus on that third and fourth way we get paid, which is the overrides and the leadership bonuses. So think of overrides as royalties. Every time an advisor on your team has volume, you receive a percentage of that in overrides. And each pin level has an override amount associated with that pin. So once you hit that override, you need to achieve a certain level. You're going to receive a leadership bonus connected to that level. And that is where the pay your mortgage kind of income starts with AdvoCare. So focus on ways 3 and 4 to get to silver and above. Okay, so why is silver important? Silver leadership level is the gateway to all of the other pins. And that is what starts the duplication in the team building mindset, which is absolutely essential for a pin advancement. This is way beyond putting 24-day challenges in people's bodies. It's really the duplication by your team of what you're doing, and the residual income is going to help you build your business. So how do you specifically qualify for silver leadership? Number 1, you must be at the advisor level. No questions about it. Number 2, you have to have at least 1 advisor on your team, but the more the better. Number 3, you must have a minimum of $1,000 in volume. Every pay period, you want to maintain and grow that volume to be paid at the silver leadership level, which is always the goal, is to be paid at your pin level consistently. And number 4, you must have $3,000 in total volume through your team of advisors. So that volume will generate $100 in override, which is the override qualification for the silver pin. That's what will get you your silver leadership bonus. Leadership, the first one is going to show you that you have your minimum of $1,000 or more of volume. And of course, as a serious business builder, you want to strive for 3K in PGV every pay period. And you have an advisor under you who sponsors an all-in advisor. That's going to get you $105 in override, which will qualify you for the silver leadership. And when you do that twice in a row in consecutive pay periods, you will pin your silver pin. The second example to get to silver is you have at least $1,000 of PGV. You have 3 advisors on your team who each have 2 people on their team who all have at least $500 in volume. That will generate $1,000 in volume for each advisor. That adds up to 3K underneath them, which generates that $105 in override, and you qualify for a leadership bonus of $45. So if you want to know how to calculate your override, take 1/2 of the retail volume, that is your business volume, and overrides are 7% of the business volume. So look at it this way. Half of 3K is 1,500, and 7% of 1,500 is 105 in override. And your leader will, of course, review this with you further. But with that, I now get to introduce Emerald Leader Jeannette Kennedy. Take it away, Jeannette.
Hey, thank you, Jen. I'm so excited to be here, and I was really reflecting on the just how unbelievable it is that I'm on this call as the Emerald Leader because I don't feel like it was that long ago that I was Silver. Silver's really the most important pin in AvoCare, and so it means two things to me. One side is what it means to me personally, and then what it means to be paying it forward. And so when I started my business, I was a mother of three. I needed product, I needed finances, I needed all of it. But a lot of people didn't know that I needed the finances because I was a chiropractor and I was married to a chiropractor. And we kind of kept that part very private because finances were a real struggle for us. And we really were swimming in debt. So I had over $300,000 in student loans of my own, and then that year we had charged gas and groceries the entire year in 2012. Nobody really knew that, but I looked to AvoCare to really start getting control of something in my life, and that was my health first. And as soon as that part was taken care of, because we all know the products are amazing, and that was very easy for AvoCare to get control of me and my health, I was able to start building a business. So what I saw was at my very first mixer a wonderful, amazing woman who was averaging about $10,000 to $12,000 a month in income, and I looked at her and thought, if I could do half of what she's doing, I could really provide some freedom for my family. And so at the time, I think she was Ruby 6-star, and all I knew was to do what she said to do. So the first step was Silver. There was no question about it. I was looking to help other people with health and finances. And so Silver for me was a stepping stone to the rest of it. Silver freed me up for sure. I mean, I remember going to the grocery store and being able to use cash money instead of credit cards for the very first time, and that was phenomenal and totally life-changing. But it also gave me hope to keep going. And so I kept going and kept going. And now, as my life turned on its head, and that story gets complicated, but I'm a single mom of three. I live 12 hours from my closest family member. And everybody asked me, would you go back to chiropractic when my life had changed? And I said, absolutely not. AvoCare is my career. It's the place I want to be, and it gives me the flexibility to be a single mom of three, get them to school, get them home from school, and do all the things I need to do. So Silver was the first step to all of this. It lets me stand on my own 2 feet, lets me provide for my family. But AvoCare, as we know, provides two things, health and finances. And so that was wonderful for me and for my purpose, but really the ultimate act in paying it forward is finding somebody else to help. And that's what Silver means. Silver means that I found someone else to help. And that person, you know, there were a number of them, but in the very beginning, it was one person who needed to pay a second mortgage. They were moving across the country and needed to pay for 2 mortgages and weren't going to be able to do it. And now that when we look back and we reflect on that time, and what we have done with her, we were able to keep them from foreclosure. And so that is the impact that Silver can be for people. I mean, it got me to my pin level, but also I brought her with me. You never move pins without bringing someone with you, and that's why I love AvoCare so much. It's really the ultimate in paying it forward. So being able to bring somebody in and say, hey, this is a duplicatable business. This is what I did to get to where I need to go, and this is where I can show you how to get there too. And so that's why I love this pin. I think that it's an amazing spot to get to. It provides some freedoms for your family, but it also means that you provided some for somebody else. So I absolutely love this pin level. I love Silver by Christmas, and Michelle Romanaskas is going to come on now and tell us why now is the best time to do that.
Thank you, Jeannette. You guys did an amazing job explaining Silver, and Jeannette, you know, told her amazing story of why Silver is so important to her and her family and some of the people on her team. But I just want to start by saying that, you know, this is the best time of year right now to talk to people and recruit people for this business. You couldn't have picked a better time if you really even wanted to. Honestly, I know a lot of people think that it's an extremely vulnerable time and they want to put Advocare down because they're extremely busy, but now is the time that everyone is looking for something. It is such a vulnerable time of year, so much money going out. Think about it. Thanksgiving dinner's coming around the corner, Christmas, Black Friday is just this Friday, and I know a lot of people will be going out shopping, but what do you think that people are going to be thinking about? Where are they getting the finances to pay for Christmas? And you can help so many people with some extra Christmas money. And I truly believe that the timing is everything. So just get vulnerable and really just think about what you could share with people. And you know, some of the highest paid distributors were sparked and introduced to Advocare at this time of year. Not only in just Advocare in general, but some of the, you know, very best and most highest paid distributors in my organization alone were introduced to Advocare at this time. And this webinar, all of us leaders strategically plan to launch this during the very best time of the year for you. It is so easy to get distracted, like I said, so we want to help you stay focused on your goal and stay focused and stay in action. We believe in each and every one of you, and we want to set each and every one of you and help you with the best possible tools to earn that silver leadership level. I remember hitting that silver leadership level, and I wanted it so badly, not because I wanted the pin, but that $1,000 a month meant for me and Bobby that we would have to work less overtime, and I would have to work one less shift a week as being a nurse. So what is that $1,000 a month going to do for you? What will that do for most families? What is your dreams? What is your visions? And what will take the pressure off some of the people in your family, or the families that you know of that are sitting there just worried about month-to-month bills or money that they have to put out all the time? Think about that. I mean, it is such a vulnerable thing that people don't want to talk about money, and a lot of us were all raised not to talk about money. And I'll be honest with you, in the beginning of my Advocare journey, I was a little bit scared to talk about finances, but the more and more I realized that if I led with the financial opportunity of this business, the more people that I could help. And, through the past 3 years, we have helped so many people, especially around Christmas time. I love when people tell me that they got to pay cash for their children for Christmas. So I want you to think about how many people can you help. I really want you to think about making that decision and going after it. How many people will you see this week sitting at the Thanksgiving table? And I'm not saying, just vomit Advocare all over them and just talk about Advocare, but really build relationships with the people that are already in your life and really find out and ask organic questions. Be natural. Open your ears and listen to what people are saying. Listen to what your family are saying. Make intimate conversations. I guarantee you that people will say so many different things that if you're not really listening, you're not going to hear what they have to say, because people are so lonely, people are so broke, they're unhealthy, they're depressed, and all they really want is for somebody to help them. And not a lot of people out there are looking, for what we have, because they don't even know that this opportunity exists. And if your purpose is so strong to make that $1,000 a month, you will get out of bed every single day. You will talk to as many people as you possibly can. You will stay in action all the time, and you won't let the naysayers or anybody else say or bother or do anything to you that is going to make you get off the path to reaching that $1,000 by Christmas, that is going to help your family lessen that burden of financial freedom that you're going to not have to worry about, not only now, but think about right now. If you put all your effort into this right now, within 1 year, where you can be. Where is your 2015 going to be? Is it going to be like your 2014, or is it going to be even better? And now is the time. I want you to really just start swinging, get bold with this. Now is the time. I'm telling you, I have been through 3 different Christmases now with Advocare, and I realize that what we do now will determine our entire 2015. So I want to say God bless. We believe in you. We are here for you. Go share your stories, go share your heart, and go share your love. Build relationships and go help as many people as you possibly can, because we bring this business with us. We are open 24/7. So if Advocare is in your heart, no matter where you are or no matter where you go, you are going to be looking for somebody that you can bless. God bless.